This is Censor Studio by Sangsilbai Gurum. A shocking United States Senate hearing recently revealed testimony that Russia is systematically abducting Ukrainian children. What's especially shocking is that Russia is abducting children and has forcibly sent some teens to North Korea. At least 2 Ukrainian teenagers have reportedly been sent to North Korea. How are these teenagers treated there? According to testimony at the hearing, the place they arrived at was the Songdaewon camp in North Korea, where the Ukrainian teenagers were subjected to forced education. Even more shocking, this education wasn't just basic or cultural, but extreme indoctrination urging them to destroy Japanese militarists. Even more surprising, the person leading this education was a former North Korean Navy officer who led the 1968 capture of the United States ship Pueblo. In other words, the youth were not just receiving ideological education, but were actually being directly trained and taught by someone who had real experience being involved in an international incident. This suggests an effort to exploit youth for political and military aims, not just forced detention or re-education. At the hearing, it was disclosed that Russia has taken about 19,546 Ukrainian children and youth. Russia ran 165 re-education camps and provided systematic management and education. The Yale Humanitarian Research Lab estimates at least 35,000 Ukrainians are detained in Russia. But that's not all, is it? On December 1st, President Zelensky said only 1,859 abducted Ukrainian children have been returned from Russia. In other words, thousands of others are still being held in Russia or its allied countries, and it's possible that some of them have been transferred to North Korea. Note that 2 youths were forcibly transferred to North Korea. Is this a coincidence, or is there another reason? Interestingly, 2 North Korean soldiers were captured as POWs in Ukraine. Some suggest North Korea may have planned this with prisoner returns in mind. There are suspicions that North Korea is working with Russia to send youths as bargaining chips in a prisoner exchange. If true, this raises further questions. Why did they teach Ukrainian youths, who are being re-educated in North Korea, to destroy Japanese ultranationalists? At present, the exact reason has not been disclosed. This hearing and announcement mean more than just a kidnapping case. It is an example that simultaneously shows international politics, diplomacy, and human rights issues. It reveals the structure of cooperation between Russia and North Korea, as well as the complex problems of forced re-education and ideological indoctrination targeting youths. If additional information comes out in the future, I will provide specific updates through follow-up videos. Thank you.